Back here for game 2 of action. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, Brandon Parra, Mark King, Aaron Person with a quick shot underneath. So this game already off to a quick start. So the starters for the Pride, it'll be Brian Brown, Alex Ford, Jihad Gallen, Aaron Mitchell, and Aaron Person. For the Gainesville Mighty Oaks, Anthony Young, Jared Doherty, Jonathan Johnson, Joquan Whitley, and Eden Demirovich up top. 2-0 ball game. Person a second time will not make that one. And so the thing about the Pride, Alvin, they're coming in at 1-9 on the season. That's good for last place in the FBA. And a shot made there, long 2 by Jared Doherty. So his first 2 on the board. And the Gainesville Mighty Oaks now sole possession of 4th place in the FBA by a whole game.
And that's good for the Mighty Oaks. They did a fantastic job in their last game, closing out the Bobcats. A comfortable 121-103 victory. They actually poured it on in their first quarter, and they did that again in their 4th quarter. So was able to do what they did in the first quarter and replicate it in the second half, which is what's been stalling them this season. They've lost a couple of crucial games to the Tide and to the Claremont Crocs by coming back, basically relinquishing a 20-plus point victory and losing in the end. So great to see them put together a second half like that.
So the Gainesville Mighty Oaks up 1 spot in the standings. It's going to be a battle for 4th place. The Claremont Crocs, the Florida Flight, and the St. Pete Tide pretty much secured their spot in the playoffs. A foot on the line there for Jared Doherty. Demirovich a big rebound, and the putback, he's fouled. So the first 3 teams in the league pretty much have their spots solidified going into the playoffs, but a very close battle between the Gainesville Mighty Oaks, the Winter Park Storm, and up until that point, it was going to be the Brevard Bobcats and the Tampa Gunners, but now the Bobcats get left behind. So now it's the Tampa Gunners, the Winter Park Storm, and the Gainesville Mighty Oaks all vying for that 4th spot position. Unfortunately, the Pride only have 1 win this season so far, Alvin.
And that's definitely going to be tough. So the Tampa Gunners actually beat the Pride in their last game by a 20 spot. So the Pride coming off of a big loss. However, Alex Ford, which is their, in my opinion, one of their superstars right there. You see him slashing and dashing and making it with his left hand. Didn't get the start in his last game, but came in late and was able to make plays. He scored 17 points and had a couple of trade balls fall with 75% from beyond the arc, knocked down his free throws, and he kept his turnovers to a minimum. So one of their stars now, you see him starting this game, and they have some high points. Now you just want to see if they can do it on the offensive end. That's really been their struggle.
That one misses. And Jonathan Johnson the rebound. It's a 6-3 ball game. Whitley another one. And Ford the rebound again. So Alex Ford, 12 points per game, 47, 46, 60% stat line. It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
whoa.
You like to see that. Good move.
Into the lane. Brown, it rolls around and in.
Good move by Brown. Nice head fake with the gold Kobe song.
Right side, down low. Demirovich fouled.
The electrician with a spark for them offensively, getting a nice little trip to the line. One thing I like about Eden's game is he's like a Jokic. Granted, that's a very lofty assumption to compare him to the Joker because he's so phenomenal in the NBA. But his passing, he has great vision for a big man, and that's something that Jokic really took to the next level. Oh my.
The shot there behind the back, and Doherty the putback.
I still want to count that as an assist for Joquan Whitley because that was an absolute dime.
Brown right side, almost taken away by Doherty. Now in the left corner. Mitchell. Brown the putback? No. Here's Ford. Fouled by Anthony Young.
But that's a good defensive possession by Anthony Young. You see him call for that screen, but he jumps the screen. So now he has to reject it, forces him baseline where all his help is, gets a hand in there. So good defensive possession by Anthony Young. You can build on that.
Brown down low. And a three on the way. No good. Right side. The three is good by Aaron Person.
And that's a great shot.
An 11-5 game and a timeout. Nope, no timeout taken on the floor. Timeout taken. No, is it timeout taken by the Pride?
I am not sure right now, but it seems like they are running with it. So something I would like to bring up, Jonathan Johnson got that block on the last possession in a hard closeout. No slouch on the defensive end of the basketball. Jonathan Johnson averaging 1.5 steals per game and a block per game as well. So definitely gets it done on both ends of the court. You'll see him taking the ball out.
So AJ Stallworth and Mike Rivera having a conversation.
Are we talking about how beautiful of a day it is outside and how we got to be inside?
Oh, yeah.
Sun's out, birds chirping, grass is green.
I think I saw a toucan or a parrot.
From inside.
Or that just could have been my imagination after that big Brandon Moss dunk from last game.
Oh my goodness, that last game was absolutely phenomenal.
Doherty off on that one. An 11-5 game.
One of our Jer Bear crew associates, Brandon Parham, rubbing his calf, trying to get his calf to look like Grant Gullett's. If you guys witnessed that last game, the Gatorade man was absolutely stellar.
30-plus points in that one. Brown, left side, guarded by Hayes. Now Brown inside, up with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Hayes. Johnson, inside.
Dangerous pass.
And another turnover. Mitchell, left. Was that in transition? No.
That hurts. You want that bucket to fall. Anytime you make the basket, you want it to be an and one. But just a dangerous pass by Jonathan Johnson, elevating, because when you jump before you make the pass, if you can get it off, it's good. But if you can't, now you have nowhere to go, and you only have a couple seconds, if that, before you fall.
Forward out beyond the arc, guarded by Anthony Young, and they're well out beyond the arc. Young with the on-ball defense. Now Ford switches left. Left the ball behind him, but he regained possession. Left side, baseline. And Hayes has that one tipped around. Young recovers. Here comes Gainesville. Travel by Doherty. Took a few steps before he took that first dribble.
That's tough. Had a head full of steam. Unable to use it though.
11-5 is the score. .725 left to play in the first quarter.
I love the matchups in this game. Both teams are guard heavy.
St. Remy off on that one. Person now turning the corner inside against Demirovic, and Demirovic the rebound.
Sends him flying too. Big boy board.
Underneath, Watts is off on that one.
That's the strength shown by Greg St. Remy.
Demirovic underneath.
Great bucket.
Person, left corner. And a travel. So a couple turnovers to start off this game as well. The first half of our first game of the day was very turnover plagued.
And it's just, guys, when they first show up in the gym, just got to get a feel for the basketball. Guys are on different pages. And right there, another turnover. Just cannot find a way to make it work. Both of these teams average north of 20 turnovers per game. Mighty Oaks slightly in the lead with 22 turnovers, and the Pride with 20 exactly. So not where you want to be, especially if you're the Pride, because they only average 15 assists per game. So that means for every assist, you're going to have a turnover and a half. So not something you'd like to see.
The flip up is no good. Mitchell, the rebound. Mitchell underneath, up with the right hand. It's good.
That's a good bucket by Mitchell, getting into the seam of the defense and releasing that chocolate float way up high where nobody can get it. Good job utilizing.
Mitchell, right side to Hayes, and Hayes stepped out. Another turnover for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks.
And most of these turnovers aren't necessarily losing the ball. It's just not knowing where you are in the court. So guys are stepping out of bounds on each one of their dribbles, not realizing, man, if I'm on the corner, I cannot take as big of a jab step as I normally would. So knowing where you are in the court is going to be a huge help.
Young, a strong rebound. Willie, good for the three.
That's what you love to see. Anthony Young with a nifty dribble, getting up by 3 defenders, and then with a nice dump off to Whitley, who's being aggressive defensively. That's what you love to see.
Up top, St. Remy. To the left side, and a turnover. Wow, is today turnover day?
Definitely a turnover Sunday. We are eating turnover sandwiches left and right. First quarters have been very tough.
My stomach is so full of turnovers already.
I'm happy at least I got a nice peanut butter and jam sandwich from that last game. I'm still kind of full off that one.
St. Remy the other direction. To Brown, down low, makes the layup.
He better make the layup. He got the gold Kobe's on. Kobe don't miss no layups.
He never did. Hayes, turnaround jumper, it's good.
Wow.
Long 2.
That's a bucket.
It's a 15-2 ball game. Or 12, excuse me, 15-12. Ford underneath, Watts the rebound.
On that case, you have 1v3 or 4 on that block, all surrounding him. If you're Ford, you can't just run into the teeth of the defense and expect to get a call. It's interesting because Alex Ford, his game is very smooth when he's playing within the realm of the team. However, sometimes he likes his ISO ball for sure, and he might get a little carried away with it. His numbers are great. Defense phenomenal, 2.1 steals per game. However, you want to see him move the basketball a little bit. On that last possession, you see him attack, which is great. You want to see him attack the seams. However, at some point, you're going to have to kick it. And Aubrey Daniels checking in is a breath of fresh air, a sight for sore eyes, a true star for this Pride team. Let's see what his impact will do for this Pride organization.
Anthony Young. After the free throw, it's a 15-14 game. Daniels going left. St. Remy a 3. That one just rims out. Hayes the rebound. Here comes Anthony Young going the other direction. Young to Hayes for 3. Ford pushing it fast the other direction. A 3-on-2 into Daniels, who makes the bank shot.
Love that basketball. Nice two-man fast break by the Pride.
Whitley catch and shoot. And here's St. Remy. Ahead to Mitchell, and Mitchell is fouled. So no easy buckets. Led up by the Gainesville Mighty Oaks.
That's a good job. You got to get back on defense. Wasn't able to let that happen. Able to get back and foul Aaron Mitchell. However, he's 100% from the stripe. And I realized what I just did, but
oh, wow.
At the same time.
Oh,
yeah, that's
how the tables have turned.
Yeah,
Alvin Delvey.
Definitely.
Oh, Alvin is stressed right now, Brandon.
Right now. I got Coach Parham looking at me any type of way. That's a breath of fresh air.
You got one more.
One more. Can I get a drum roll, please?
I feel like Alvin's heart is racing.
I feel it in my throat right now. My heart is just palpitating. My eyes are stressed. The fans are stressed.
Uh-oh. Alvin Delvey, what have you done?
Just every 100% free throw shooter, we just tore them down, Jesse. Last game it was
We're
you.
terrible people. Yeah, you should have learned from my mistakes.
And I didn't.
Nope.
No mental reps.
It's a mental error. It's not a physical error.
Definitely. Who would have thought we could impact the game in a shirt and a jacket? Oh my!
Mitchell fouled hard by Gray.
Looked like Gray was trying to get the ball tapped out, but definitely a lot of contact there. But Aaron Mitchell's in good spirits. The Kyrie's on.
Now Mitchell goes to the line. Unfortunately, not shooting 100% anymore.
Very unfortunate.
Wow. If you could turn back time at any moment, what would it be?
Take back that free throw I just said. I cannot believe I did that. Because there's no reason for me to do what I did, but I did it anyways, unprovoked.
And you did it after I did it last game.
And that makes it even worse.
That is, yeah.
I had to sip on this Grant Gullett Gatorade.
GGG.
The triple G. The trilogy.
Oh, wow.
You think Migos is going to give me some money after that?
Absolutely not.
One could dream, right?
Yep. And another Apple turnover. Branch, left elbow is good.
Branch has been really solid from that 15-foot range. He's been, in his last game, he poured it on from the baseline, hitting a lot of those corner shots.
Another turnover. Ahead to Daniels. Aubrey Daniels putting it through. And a timeout taken by the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. They need to quell whatever run that the Pride are going on. 24-14. The Pride coming out in the first quarter hot. To go in the first quarter. 24-14 is the score. The Gainesville Mighty Oaks trailing by 10, Alvin. And we're accustomed to seeing the Pride sort of come out hot in the first quarter.
100%. So seeing the Mighty Oaks down.
Anthony Young up top for 3.
Love to see it. There's a guy back and they missed him, but he still has that jumper, but it wasn't reliable on that one. However, this puts Mighty Oaks in a position where they're down, and it's going to force them to be a second half team, which might be good for their ultimate character development as a unit. Wow, look at the speed from Anthony Young. Pure hustle, flat out heart. And Aubrey Daniels, no slots of his own, showing us the boosties.
Turbo mode. I got some weird stuff coming out of my mouth today, Alvin.
Well, that's good. That's what we love. That's why you get the big bucks.
Yeah.
To say things that are weird.
Yeah, to say things that nobody else would say. 24-19 the score, and on the other end the put-in is good by Andrew McMahon.
And that's unacceptable on a press to have a guy leaking wide open right under the basket. Gotta have that man accounted for.
Young again from beyond the arc. And Aubrey Daniels picks up his dribble, now forward up top, no look to St. Remy. One dribble. Under a minute left to go in the first quarter. St. Remy up with the right hand. No good. Johnson going the other direction. Now Young loses that one, another turnover.
Man, that hurts. Nice little isolation situation, but unable to get that one to turn into points. However, everyone on the Mighty Oaks is confused as to what just happened. To see if they can turn that confusion into some stellar defensive play.
Branch stepped out. .36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still a 26-19 game as the officials will get together and talk about this one.
Definitely trying to figure out a way to keep some continuity going. They've done a fantastic job in their last few outings. Really one of the hardest jobs on the court, having to be the villain in every situation.
A 7-point game. And Jonathan Johnson with no bang out yet
in
the ball
no
game
ducks.
in the first quarter. I'm not giving him much time to work with there, but still haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, he's giving us some strong declarations, and we'll definitely hold him to him. If not, I think he's going to gift me those Kyries he has on if he doesn't live up to the hype he's put on. But even though there's a discrepancy in the records for these two teams, they have similar stats.
Here's Reggie.
So we have an administrative technical foul on left side. 2 and 3 wasn't in the book, so we're going to shoot one shot for blue, and then we're going to have side out for blue. All right?
So they did not put Kemar Harriet on. That happened last week too.
It's a weekly thing.
Yeah.
So they did not get the roster in time, and that's going to hurt.
No, they got it in time. They just didn't include him.
They didn't include him.
He wasn't on the active roster.
That's actually worse. That's definitely worse. Okay, so now someone who you knew was gonna have key minutes, so that's gonna hurt. Definitely gonna hurt. However, Yeah, there's no however. That's just a bad. You gotta find a way to will yourself to make up for that blunder. You have to go on a tear offensively. However, that gives Mighty Oaks a little bit of a run, some more energy. I'm at a loss of words. That's a very interesting take. And Anthony Young has been very aggressive from beyond the arc.
Foul on the floor.
He's been playing with some real heart, some real intensity. You see him hustling to get back. Just Aubrey Daniels, too much to handle on that one. They've missed his presence. Aubrey Daniels has been their true star, averaging a double-double with 19 points per game, about 10.5 rebounds per game. But get this, on the defensive end, he does it as well, about 1.5 steals per game. So someone you can rely on, both offense and defense. And the best part is what you saw just there. He knocks down his free throws.
Daniels out of the Virgin Islands. He misses the second one. Hayes the rebound. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. 27-20. Left side. Now into Demirovic. Demirovic tapped away by Harriet.
That's actually a good matchup in the post. The electrician versus Harriet. Two big fellas, beef on beef. Eden with goggles. He has 360 vision.
And a foul on the right side.
And that's a mismatch. Jabari Hayes taking advantage of the size, weight, pretty much all the whole slew. He has everything on Branch. And was just trying to use that to his advantage.
27-20, 2 seconds left to go. The inbounds to Johnson, and Johnson with the Kobe shot behind the basket. It doesn't go in. 27-20, a 7-point game. The Pride up by 7 here in the first quarter. (27-20), second quarter now underway as the ball gets inbounded. Both teams rolling with the same lineup. Doherty, left side, Hayes in now, and Doherty for three.
Great ball movement. Great ball movement by the Mighty Oaks. Nice two-man game, giving it back and just being very unselfish with the basketball. Nice a shot for Doherty in the corner.
Late signal there, but it was a long two. Ball knocked away. A 27-22 game, 11.5 minutes to go. Johnson, Doherty, the sharpshooter. Good!
Wow. Left to right. Cannot stop the sharp shooting from Doherty.
Another two for Doherty.
Man, I'm needing to get his feet behind that line. He's working hard on there.
27-24, Daniels inside foul.
That's a great bucket, or a great attack by Daniels. However, I see him wincing. I don't know if he's smiling or if he's wincing, but that's worrisome if you're the Pride. You want to make sure he's okay. When he's playing a good game, you guys have the Pride have a solid chance of coming on top.
27-24. Free throw by Daniels is good. Now up by 4.
So just looking at the numbers, their averages, the Mighty Oaks are slated to just blow this Pride team out. Just 116 points per game for the Mighty Oaks, and the Pride bring in about 90. So if you just look at the numbers on paper, it is one-sided. The record shows that as well.
So if the Gainesville Mighty Oaks get a win in this ball game, they're back to 500 on the season.
And that's what they're gunning for. They have the 4th spot solely in their possession. They want to secure that. However, the Pride are just trying to disrupt everything. They have no playoff chance, but they're playing for their pride.
No pun intended. St. Remy. To Daniels down low, puts it up with his left hand.
That was beautiful basketball on the block.
Ford almost came right into our main man, Mark King. Thank God Mark still has his life.
It's the fedora. It's like the
it's
Green
got some
Lantern.
magical aura around it. Johnson catch and shoot. Demirovic, one dribble. Now inside.
Look at that harassing defense by Alex Ford. That's exactly what they need. But going back to the powers in that fedora, it's like, you know, the Green Lantern, you know, you put that ring on and you get the powers. He gets that fedora. It just around his forehead.
And what is his power?
It's that slide he displayed a few months back. You know, I've never seen anything like it outside of the late great Michael Jackson. I think that's a superpower, just levitating.
I like it.
Levitate, 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 levitate.
That's a great song.
You got me thinking about my music. Now then.
Michael Jackson.
Yep.
That'll do it. Really wish I could have seen him live.
Me too.
We were like 8 when he passed, unfortunately.
Joquan Whitley catch and shoot.
Never foul a 3-point shooter.
So now Whitley goes to the line. I'm not even going to say his free throw percentage. 13.8 points per game for him. 34% from the field, but 33% from beyond the arc, so not.
Especially at the clip he shoots the 3, that's actually pretty solid because he's putting up about at least 5 to 10 threes in a game.
Yeah.
And he also, on defense, 1.5 steals. Once again, this team does a fantastic job of pressuring offenses and making them do things they don't want to do. As a team, they average 11 steals per game, just one above the Pride.
I literally can't say anything about free throw percentage until after they shoot the second one, is what I think we've both learned. He shoots 80% from the free throw line.
And that boosted it to maybe something even better. Let's just keep it that way. It's crazy how that, because we're so loud, they definitely hear what we're saying. And they're just like, oh, I'm 100% cool. And then just smoke it every time.
I can't believe that happened in the first game, and then you went down the same path in this one.
Same rabbit hole. Jeez, it's tough, man. You live and you learn. Maybe this third game we'll have 100% and we won't say anything.
Another 3 hit by Whitley.
Just knocked down from beyond the arc. A true veteran for this Mighty Oak team.
The Mighty Oak team who trails by 1. St. Remy. Gallen. No good, and rebound by Whitley. Joquan shooing off Daniels. Daniels a good on-ball defender.
Definitely, that was stout.
Left side, the blue jerseys pull back, and the three will not fall. Still a 31-30 game, 8 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A 2-3 zone defense for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks.
And I love how
the
the Mighty Oaks do that. They switch between zone and a man very frequently.
St. Remy stepping back. And that field goal will not fall. Three other side, Jabari Hayes.
Love the tree ball by the Mighty Oaks.
A timeout taken on the floor by the Pride. This is their first deficit of the ball game. They're down 33-31 with 8.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. We'll be back in 25 seconds.
Much tighter game than anticipated. The Pride coming out swinging, and Mighty Oaks doing all they can to keep this a game. How will this second quarter unfurl?
Well, let's find out, Alvin. With 8.5 minutes left to go, it's a 33-31 game. Mitchell up top. Now to Daniels, and Daniels dribbling in left side foul.
Mighty Oaks doing a good job of keeping everything on the perimeter, not allowing guys to really rest in the paint and attack the seams of this defense. Because that's usually where 2-3 zones get stretched out, when you got guys leaning a little too much and creating gaps. Ball movement is key in order to beat a zone.
Underneath, Mitchell to Brown. Now St. Remy wants it. A quick pass to the left side. In the left corner, along two. By Aubrey Daniels.
Absolutely daring. Pump fake to see if he's gonna jump. Hand down, man down. Okay, I'll knock it down.
Down inside, Hayes raising it up and teched up.
Wow, you love that by Jabari Hayes. Absolutely rising, jet flying, and throwing it down. Interesting tech call though, because you have to hang on the rim in that situation because there's people around. You don't want to land on anyone's ankles. So definitely interesting. Definitely interesting tech call. Coach AJ Stallworth is letting them hear it. But wow, what a finish by Jabari Hayes. Taking it and getting a screensaver. Absolutely love that basketball from the Mighty Oaks.
Coach Stallworth not happy.
Oh, there's no reason he should be. No reason he should be. That's a very, very tough one.
Now the Mighty Oaks only lead by 1. The inbound to Daniels. Daniels down low to Mitchell, and Mitchell putting it in.
Great give and go action and a nice dump off. Love what he brings to the table.
36-35.
Oh my.
Johnson for bodies. Oh, we missed it.
Wow, he collected his ankles on that when he made him touch the earth, Jesse.
Daniels down low, Mitchell. And Demirovic the rebound. Demirovic has that one taken away. Daniels inside the person, sets his feet, 10 feet. No. Jabari Hayes touched it last.
Aubrey Daniels should have at least 7 assists right now with the dimes he's been dropping, but he needs his guys, his comrades, his compadres to knock down shots. Aaron Mitchell, you got to make that layup, and that 10-footer, you got to knock that down after a nice dish. Aubrey Daniels just doing everything he needs to do for this team.
36-35 is the score still. And
I still can't believe Jonathan Johnson made him touch earth. I'll be damned, he's a great defender, but that's just what happens. You play great defense, you're going to get got at some point. And Jonathan Johnson was the one who got him. I think that was one of we haven't seen so many true ankle breakers.
No, we have not.
And that was one of them.
Well, the FBA is known for its defense. You don't get your ankles broken a lot if you're solid defensively.
Yeah, and that was a good one.
He got his ankles sniped.
Oh yeah, taken. They're hanging on Jonathan Johnson's keychain right now, like a rabbit's foot.
Ball goes out. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Up top, St. Remy. One step in from beyond the arc. And he goes left, passes that direction. Person, the jab step inside. Daniels spinning underneath. And it goes out off of Gainesville.
Aubrey Daniels doing a great job of facilitating, trying to get his guys involved. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, he's going to have to take it.
Catch and shoot. Young the rebound. So it's interesting for me to see when guards get a lot of rebounds in a game because they're standing next to the big man. It just magically falls in their lap. The putback by Demirovic is no good. Hayes swinging it over to the left. Johnson. Hayes, right side. Young. Left elbow, it's good.
That was a great possession. Everyone touched the basketball, getting it guys in their spots. Anthony Young with a nice mid-range knockdown. Free throw extended. That's exactly what you want from this Mighty Oaks offense.
A 1-point lead for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. Down low. Underneath. Off the Pride.
That's just a good job by the Mighty Oaks defensively. Staying stout on that block, not allowing them to do what they want, forced a turnover.
Halfway through the second quarter. Young to the left. Doherty makes the shot. And now the lead up to 3 for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks.
A true sharpshooter for Mighty Oaks. Jared Doherty just knocks it down, shooting 42% from beyond the arc. Just lets you know the type of strap he has on him.
Mitchell off the mark on that one. Hayes saves it from going out of bounds. And here's the push ahead to Doherty. Now Doherty shimmying inside, up with the right hand. He's fouled.
Love to see him unload offensively. You see him utilize his dribble, and man, can he get to the rack.
Doherty, the free throw is good.
I want to say something, but I can't. Not yet.
We both learned our lesson. That's good.
We learned.
It's a learning experience here in Orlando, Florida.
That's what we learned in Jerry Bear Academy. That was our 3rd semester. You got to learn and progress on a daily basis. Jared Doherty knocking it down about 88% from the stripe.
Rebound Hayes. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Young moves the rock to the left side. Hayes now dribbles in, fouled by St. Remy from the back.
And that's a good job by the Mighty Oaks, getting in the seam of the defense and not allowing the Pride to really set up. And that creates those mismatches, and Jabari Hayes able to capitalize off that.
Hayes' free throw is no good.
That is a tough one. Once they miss it, I think all bets are off. He's shooting about 64% from the stripe. He does a solid job offensively, 8 points, 5 rebounds. However, it's his defense that really stands out. He gets about 2 steals per game, and it's just an absolute demon on the perimeter, a true Tasmanian devil, if you will.
Person underneath. Ford saves it.
That was athletic.
Nice save by Ford. Very acrobatic. 1 second on the shot clock. And a shot clock violation.
And that's the first one.
4:23 to go. 42-36. Gainesville on top by 6. Assuming I can count.
Oh yeah, you skipped a lot of those math classes in Fairbury. Oh my! What is going on? Ankles are being snatched by this Mighty Oak team. The dribbling class that Coach AJ has them going in has been working as Greg St. Remy attacks the rim with the sweet finger roll.
42-38. Under 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Pass underneath. Johnson, one dribble, free throw stripe. It bounces out, Branch the rebound. Branch looking left, Kemar Harriet now with a rock in his hand, back to Branch. And Branch now down the left lane, the bounce pass into Harriet. Fouled, made the shot, and goes to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
And that play was initiated by Branch, getting that board on the opposite end, pushing the pace, attacking, getting all the way to the rim, drawing Harriet's defender over and dropping that off. That's a great job facilitating by Richard Branch.
That foul is on Anthony Young. Harriet does convert the three-point play. That's his first 3 points of the ball game. He's averaging 2 points per game, so not much time that he's seen yet so far this season. 42-41 the score. Doherty off the mark on that one. Doherty, a 51-42, 88% guy. Wow.
Love those numbers. Love those numbers. Former Polk State Eagle out of St. Augustine. Just knows how to give buckets.
A foul on the inbound. That one's on Demirovic. So Demirovic out with a few fouls, and Elijah Gray back in. They do have another man in Marquise Watts as we're coming in as a reserve today, so
they definitely have some beef on that roster.
They have the big men down low.
I thought you were gonna say have a couple Big Macs, huh?
Oh well. Ford up with the left, off the mark.
I thought Elijah Gray was gonna send that dribbling off the wall.
And a turnover by Gainesville.
Elijah Gray is starstruck, baffled. Cannot believe that just happened.
So is Anthony Young. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Branch up top, guarded by Whitley, as he'll direct traffic. Person now, right wing. Harriet, the turnaround jumper is good. He's got 5.
And the SpongeBob 11s. Love that move from Mr. Krabs himself.
Harriet from the left block with the rebound, bounces over to St. Remy. Here's Greg St. Remy, who was huffing and puffing.
Cannot blow the house down. Jabari Hayes says, give me that porch.
Here, down low, now left side. And Doherty missed that one again, so 2 misses in a row for Doherty. 43-42. The Pride are up by 1. Person, few dribbles in, steps back, free throw line, air ball. Harriet fouled. We might call that a pass.
Yeah, we'll call it a pass.
It's not a pass.
It was not. Definitely wasn't. But, you know, just to save his pride, save his His kids might be watching this, man. You know, let's just say that was a pass, just to. But we all know deep down. Harriet sporting probably, I think, the tightest pants on the Pride team.
That's the first thing you're gonna say. Wow.
But he plays a great game. I guess the tighter your defense is, the tighter your pants could be. And it works. It works for him.
Harriet now has the team up by 2.
Right there playing aggressive defense. He's all over him.
Ford steals that one away. And a timeout by the Pride. 1:58 to go in the second quarter. The Pride are up by 2. 44-42. This game has playoff implications, and we'll tell you about that in a second when we return.
Tightly contested game. We're witnessing the Pride do exactly what they need to do, executing their game plan correctly.
A 3 by Harriet. Off the mark.
The Pride shooting at about 26% from the 3. Took both of their shots in that last possession beyond the arc. So an interesting choice of shot selection on that first possession out of the break.
The Gainesville Mighty Oaks are one of the only teams in the FBA, the turnover there by the Pride. Gainesville Mighty Oaks is one of the only teams in the FBA to shoot above 30% from the 3, Alvin. The other one is the Winter Park Storm.
Those two teams know how to get their sharpshooters hot and know where to get their shots from. Jared Doherty and Jaquan Whitley are two of the people for this Mighty Oaks team that really knows how to knock down tree balls.
44-42, shot made on the inside there.
Tight pants, never hurt nobody. Harriet, big boy move on that block.
46-42, Anthony Young with the reverse, fouled by Harriet.
Tight defense by Harriet, just a little too handsy on that. Anthony Young getting to the lane once again. Love when he's aggressive. His game is fun to watch. Very skilled, has the ball on a string, and just really can get anywhere he wants on the court. Wow, look at his numbers. Want to say something, but can't. Not yet.
I'm scared you even acknowledged it. We're probably good.
Not just got it. I didn't specify. I think that the key is the details.
You're sitting on information, Alvin. There we go. He makes a pair. He's now got 5 points. What you got for me?
The Nuggets right here. 91% from the stripe. An absolute sniper from that range. He even does it in regulation play.
Ford spinning, traveled.
Spun a little too much.
2-point ball game with 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Young up top, going right.
That's a good matchup.
Now steps back. And they can't get that one to bounce in. McMahon a rebound. 30 seconds to go. Ford, catch and shoot three. It touched the Mighty Oaks last. So the Pride get the ball from the left side of the basket. They'll take it from the baseline. So St. Remy checking in for McMahon. And Corbin Hawkins checking in for Aaron Person. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Daniels will throw it into Hawkins. Now Hawkins will run it from the point. Daniels inside, up with the right hand, fouled by Marquise Watts.
That's a great take by Aubrey Daniels. Once again, very aggressive. When he's aggressive, the Pride have a lot to look forward to when he attacks the seams correctly. But he has a pass-first mindset, so when he's attacking these seams and guys get open, he draws the double. He's looking to get his guys involved. However, if you leave him one-on-one, he will very well take it to the rack and drop a bucket on you.
Free throw by Daniels is no good, 67% this season. That's not messing anything up if I say it there.
Definitely not. If you miss the first one, all bets are off.
Yeah.
You know, you already, you did yourself in. You didn't need any extra help.
Second one doesn't fall either. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 13 seconds. Gainesville will get the last shot. Hayes, the pump fake, mid-range. It bounces out. St. Remy the rebound, 3 seconds still to go. St. Remy looking down, now throws it up. Good! And they'll count it. A 4-point lead. St. Remy with 4 points. 48-44. And the Gainesville Mighty Oaks haven't been able to take that lead for long against the Pride through the first 2 quarters of action, but stick with us. Second half of this ball game in our Sunday night game of the week up and coming. You don't want to miss any of it. 48-44 game as we come out of the half. Alvin, Coach Stallworth was a little bit upset with the first half. Did you get any peek in any of his insights?
A little is a generous statement. Very unhappy with just some of the calls he feels like he hasn't gotten in this game, and a couple of the calls that were issued to him. However, he believes that his team is sound. He has a very solid team from top to bottom. Really, everyone can play the game of basketball. They play it well, so he's really trusting his guys to make the correct adjustments. He really believes in Anthony Young and his ability to turn this game around. He had a few uncharacteristic turnovers and a couple missed shots and just not facilitating the way he's accustomed to seeing him facilitate. So really putting his belief in Anthony Young, and he knows Jonathan Johnson's going to do what he needs to do. He knows Jaquan Whitley's going to do what he needs to do. Aiden Demirovich is no exception. Jabari Hayes has stepped out and really done his thing. So Coach AJ is really, really happy with what his guys are doing, and he believes that they just got to just clean it up offensively, and they should be fine. And on the other end with the Pride, they believe they can really attack them in transition. That's been the focal point for them, and you've seen that time and time again, just attacking them, because he believes that they have quicker guys that want to get back in transition. So believing that if they can really withstand this next wave of offense that the Mighty Oaks are going to put on, because, you know, in basketball it's a game of runs, a game of waves. So they believe that the Mighty Oaks have one more solid run in them. So they have to withstand that run and continue to attack and transition, and that's the keys of this game.
This game with serious playoff implications. So Gainesville is the 4th place team in the FBA right now. The Pride, unfortunately, do not have a chance of making the playoffs this year. If Gainesville wins this game, they're a game and a half over the Winter Park Storm with 2 games to play. They have to play the Winter Park Storm and the St. Pete Tide. So they have a 1.5 lead. If they win this game, they would have a 1.5 game lead over the Winter Park Storm. Now, if Gainesville loses, they have a half game lead over Winter Park with 2 games to play. And they have their 2 tough opponents left. They have Winter Park, and then they have the St. Pete Tide.
Wow.
That's the battle for 4th place. Now, Tampa's also still in the mix. Mathematically, they could move into 4th place by a half game with a win today versus Claremont if Gainesville loses this game.
Wow. So
it's a round robin for 4th place right now. The first 2 teams have clinched playoff berths, so the Flight and St. Pete Tide are in the playoffs. If Claremont loses out, they potentially could not make the playoffs, but that
slim to none.
Might be unlikely right now.
Slim to none, to say the least. But that's very interesting, because now the Mighty Oaks have a lot to play for. The Pride just trying to do everything they can to disrupt this playoff push that the Mighty Oaks are trying to go on.
Brown inside, pass out right. Person, good for 3.
And that's a nice shot by Person. Hand down, man down.
Person with 7 points, and he gets his own rebound there. 51-43 the score. And there's a turnover. Johnson down low, Demirovich with the layup, and Johnson the assist.
Nice ball movement by the Mighty Oaks offensively, and Jonathan Johnson is averaging about 2 assists per game. Really does a good job of facilitating, but not necessarily in a spot for them to just knock down.
Alex Ford, that's his spot to knock it down.
And that's just getting the attack mindset, attacking the seam, understanding who you are, and understanding your identity. Great job by Alex Ford.
Young, wide open 3, good. Anthony Young can hit it with the best of them. 31% from beyond the arc this season, but now with 8 points, averaging 12.5 per game, hit it pretty good. In their last one, 13 points, was 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, but the leading scorer in their last victory over the Brevard Bobcats was led by the efforts of who else but Jonathan Johnson. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block as well.
Jonathan Johnson does it on both ends of the court. He's someone that's been a steady constant for him, and he's played at an elite level this entire season.
Mitchell driving in the sky hook, no good. And the rebound by Demirovic. Young down to Demirovic, and Demirovic up with the right hand, kisses it off the glass.
Love that play from the guard right there. Anthony Young doing exactly what Coach Stallworth explained he would do. Facilitate, take care of the basketball, hit guys in their spots right there, doing just that, and Eden Demirovic being the beneficiary.
Johnson. He was going to throw it up to Demirovic for the alley-oop. Is what they wanted. Now a 3-on-2 in transition. Mitchell down low, fouled by Jared Doherty.
That's a great play defensively by Alex Ford. However, he slammed into the side and it's been a little shaken up, has not crossed half court. So just love to see him get back, make sure he's good. But great play, great hustle on his end, stopping that alley-oop. A real highlight play would have been for the Mighty Oak. And on the other end, Aaron Mitchell getting to the line.
Mitchell. Good. 55-50 is the score. Mitchell with 10. 9.5 minutes in the third. Doherty catch and shoot. And a quick turnover. And now the Pride with the possession. He almost lost it there. Quick pass to the left side. Brown, a pump fake out beyond the arc. Now inside up with the right hand. And Anthony Young will go the other direction. Young going left, passes that direction. Johnson inside, travel.
That's a good job by the Pride to really do that nice close in. He's attacking the lane. They doubled him on his attack. And that's hard as a ball handler when you're attacking a seam and they close on you like that. Literally like a gate closing. You don't know where the pressure's coming from. You don't know who to kick it to. Right there, able to force him into a turnover.
55-50. The Pride up by 5. Ford, left side.
Nice display of handles by Ford. Do you watch a show called I Am Athlete?
Yeah, of course. Why?
So that was a great hustle, great defensive possession by the Mighty Oaks, but on that.
So a shot clock violation there, but it seemed like the Mighty Oaks had possession of the ball.
They wanted to push that, but you know, that's a gray area. That's a tough one. But
well, that's like, you know, in football, when you have, you know, a neutral zone infraction on the defense and the officials blow it dead, but then Aaron Rodgers is stepping back and he loves those. It's just 20-yard bombs.
Exactly.
Demirovic fouled and he made the shot.
And that's what you love to see. Eden Demirovic, the electrician, does exactly that, gets buckets. He's gone on a nice little tear in the money quarter, and right there, no exception. Now he has a chance to add one, a +1, to make this a 3-point or maybe hopefully a 2-point game. But that I Am Athlete reference, there was a scene in there where they're talking about like splitting something up evenly, and a guy said, Fred said, 55-50 on a split. And every time I see 55-50 on a scoreboard, I just cannot help but think of that point. Everyone who's watching, if you watch I Am Athlete, there's an episode, he said 55-50. Please do not skip your math class, fellas. Go to class, learn. Learn about percentages.
Turnover.
But they've cleaned it up in this third quarter. First quarter was horrific. Turnover every other possession. Whereas now it's few and far between. And we're seeing a lot of highlight plays, guys get active. Guys getting to the rim, getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line, playing the game the right way.
55-53, 8 minutes to play in the third quarter.
That's a good job by the Mighty Oaks right now. They're in a situation where they have to put on a performance in the second half. A real notch on their belt that they can do this, turning themselves into a second half team, which is going to be crucial for them later on this season.
You know who else is a second half team?
Who?
I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking.
Out of our games today, or
just in life?
In life, the Miami Heat. We got
not your Dolphins.
No. What I witnessed in that preseason game, I was stressed out. 100% stressed out. Our interior defense just did not make me feel happy. But we have a lot of second half teams in the FBA.
Yes, we do. Anthony Young, catch and shoot. Good on the three.
Anthony Young letting them know about it. Love to see typically a quiet guy lets his game do the talking right there after the tray ball. Had to let him know he is back.
Jabari Hayes to the left side. Young travels.
But it's nice to see that shot go in.
So here's St. Remy directing traffic.
And St. Remy is one of the stars of this team. A double-double is his average, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and a beautiful dime shot.
And a block down low by Hayes on Mitchell. Person will step back, and he hits the long two.
Wow. Absolutely electrifying. Aaron Person is just blowing his 17% three-point shooting out of the water right now.
The Pride one in the backcourt. A one-point game with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The money quarter.
The money quarter. And Aaron Person has been getting paid from beyond the arc. Love to see him get in the gym and fix that three-point jumper. Now it is falling at a high clip.
Demirovic fouled again down low. They don't have a body big enough to stop Demirovic.
They do not. Harry is trying as he might, but the sizzling Eden is just too much to handle.
So the Gainesville Mighty Oaks get the lead back. These lead changes in the third quarter could be lethal, Alvin.
And that just lets you know this is a tit-for-tat game. You cannot afford to make many mistakes. Turnovers are going to be crucial. Missed free throws, crucial.
And the free throw made by Demirovic. 59-57. Missed three there. Demirovic the rebound. Here comes Anthony Young with a 2-point lead down low. Jonathan Johnson, who's been quiet all game, turning around, couldn't make that one. Johnson with only 2 points so far, Alvin.
And that's really the difference in the scoreboard.
There's a steal. No. The Pride get it right back. Throws it left. Mitchell stepped out.
And Jonathan Johnson, he really stands out in the stat sheet. 27 points per game, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 62% from the field, 32 three-point percentage, 71 field goal percentage, or free throw percentage, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Stat sheet is just absolutely radiating for Jonathan Johnson, but a relatively quiet game, and that's, I think, ultimately why this game is so close.
Halfway through the third quarter, Demirovic down low, powering his way to the basket. He's got 14. Alvin, I haven't heard you talk much about the shoes in this game. Are you not impressed?
Shoes are solid, but definitely definitely leaves a little to be desired. If you think about Winter Park's shoe game, you think about some of the shoe game we've seen in the last couple of games. So we got some Kyries, we got SpongeBob 11, we got some Jordan 7s or those 6s, one of the two from Person. That's why he's playing so well.
With the right hand, there's Anthony Young inside, 63-57.
With the Greek Freaks. So we got some shoe game, but nothing yelled. Alvin, you have to talk about this.
Daniels up top, no good. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Coming to a stop, Anthony Young pumps a three. Johnson trying for the putback, and Demirovic a third time, no. And St. Remy a rebound. He'll pass it ahead. Daniels all by himself, and an easy layup. Nine points for Aubrey Daniels. And now Alex Ford checking into the game for Kemar Harriet.
And this team that the Pride just put together, this five on the court, is gonna push the pace. You're going small, and this is where they're gonna attack the transition. Something that Coach Rios has said that this is what he wants to do. He wants to take advantage of the transition buckets. And when you put a lineup like this, you have Greg St. Remy as the 4, and you have really Aaron Mitchell at the 5. So he's the one doing the big work on Eden. They can get out and run.
Young up top, this screen from Johnson, passes left side. Now down low from the left block. Here's Demirovic working inside. Hayes up to the right. Johnson, baseline, spinning, steps back. That one's good.
Wow.
Johnson needed to find a breakthrough shot. Now with 4 points.
That was Kobe-esque footwork, really working that pivot foot.
Shot off to the left side. Mitchell spinning back on the second chance. He puts it through. 12 points for Mitchell. 65-61 the score.
Spinning and winning. Aaron Mitchell doing what he could on that offensive board.
Whitley towing the line. It's good for 3.
And he's had a relatively quiet night from beyond the arc as well. Typically getting about 14 points per game.
Short air ball there by Person. Whitley inside, stolen away by Person. Person all alone, left-handed jam.
Elevation sensation. How about Person getting up there?
Person with 11 points. A 68-63 ball game with 3:20 left to go in the third quarter.
I love this matchup.
Young steps back. Daniels, stutter step, right side. Person again up with the left hand from the right side. And a timeout taken by the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. They only lead by 3. Will the Pride make a push here towards the latter part of the third quarter, or can Gainesville maintain this lead? We'll find out in just a second.
witnessing the Pride go on a nice little tear offensively. How can this Mighty Oak team quell this run that they've gone on?
2:44 left to go. Shot missed there by the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. 68-65. Gainesville leads by 3. Daniels going right into the lane. Fouled by Joquan Whitley.
That's a smart foul by Whitley, not allowing him to just get anything he wants on that possession.
That 4th place spot in the FBA is hanging in the balance. We're in the final month of play.
And things are heating up. You're witnessing the best basketball from these teams. Guys are starting to really gel together, start to understand who their teammates are, who's going to do what when. And it's been very exciting to watch.
So Daniels at the line shooting 67%, averaging just a little bit south of 20 points per game, Alvin. And 10 rebounds per game, so he's averaging a double-double this season, but he hasn't been around much.
Exactly. He's just a flat-out star for this team. He facilitates. He does his fair share defensively, averaging a couple steals per game. He does what he needs to do. He's someone you love to see. When he's walking in the gym for the Pride, they have a lot of hope.
Our Sunday night game of the week, it's the Tampa Gunners visiting the Claremont Crocs. Mitchell, turnaround jumper, it's good.
That's a great bucket by Mitchell. Getting into the seam, Greg St. Remy actually finding him right where he needs to be found. Great knockdown, great two-man game.
Mitchell now with 14 points. Aaron Person with 13. They're the leading scorers for the Pride. Quiet game by Jonathan Johnson for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. Person, pass over to the right. Ford, back out to Mitchell, across court to St. Remy. Other way, Mighty Oaks. Doherty inside, Demirovich fouled by Person.
Good ball movement on that break for the Mighty Oaks. Gotta find a way to really close this money quarter out.
A longer third quarter here.
Definitely. Game slowed down just a little bit. A lot of it, but.
Demirovich's first free throw is good. He's got 15.
Blowing out his typical numbers. He averages a double-double, but that's with 10 points and 12 rebounds. 15 in the money quarter is good.
Demirovich with 16 points. The Mighty Oaks are up by 3. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Daniels up top. Now left side, Daniels up with the right hand. And Jonathan Johnson the rebound. Johnson will tip it up to Anthony Young, and he will go fast. The bounce pass to the left. Demirovich behind the back to Whitley. Sets up for 3. Is it just me, or does Whitley take mostly threes? Like all of his field goal shots are mostly threes.
Majority of threes. He's a true 3-and-D guy.
3-and-D.
And that's why he's shooting 33% from 3, but when the bulk of your shots are coming from 3, that's a pretty solid percentage.
Daniels will try one on the other side. Hayes the rebound. And Coach Stallworth not happy. Coach Stallworth not happy. 70-67.
Coach Stallworth is definitely one of the guys we got to have mic'd up. His theatrics are just unparalleled.
Daniels out at the line. Is good. The second one is also good.
Something you never want to do is foul a three-point shooter right there, giving them a chance to just tie it up from the line. Easy shots for an athlete like Aubrey Daniels.
And he can't tie it up. Young, Johnson, now Whitley. Back to Johnson. Johnson Euro step into the lane, up with the right hand, and that's where he's been so good all season. Look for Jonathan Johnson to get rolling here at the end of the third quarter and into the fourth. Daniels, forward underneath, up with the right hand on the left side. He is fouled. Quite a few fouls in the Gainesville Mighty Oaks here in the fourth quarter. 72-69 the score with 43 seconds exactly left to go in the period.
Definitely an aggressive take by Alex Ford, but you are not wrong. We're seeing a lot more foul called in this third quarter. The money quarter has been strung out.
Ford, unfortunately, making 60% of his free throws so far this season.
And as a guard, that's tough because your primary ball handler, in crunch time situations, you want your primary ball handler to be the one to knock down those shots. And that percentage isn't terrible, but it's not great either.
And the second one is good. Ford with 5 points, 72-70 the score. Travel by Demirovic.
That's a good job by the Pride to pinch him in that situation. If he would have dribbled it when he wanted to, it would have been a turnover regardless.
And a steal, Hayes fouled.
That's what you love with a guy like Jabari Hayes, a real mastermind, someone who plays with true heart, intensity, but he's a mastermind on defense. He hustles, he knows how to put you in situations to turn the ball over, averaging about 2 steals per game right there, showing exactly his defensive prowess, getting back to the line and really erasing that turnover by Eden.
73-70. Now Hayes for his second one. Jabari Hayes with 9 points. His team leads by 4, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. St. Remy up with the right hand. It's good.
That's a good, strong take by St. Remy.
25 seconds left to go. Johnson to Hayes. Hayes outside. Now Hayes back up top. He'll survey, pulls back for a 3. Good! Jabari Hayes with a big shot at the end of the third quarter. Got it by 5. Ford for 3 himself. He hits that one! 2.2 seconds left to go. And a desperation heat at the end of the third quarter. 77-75. This one is way closer than we thought it would be. Our first 2 games of the day are chalking up to everything we could have ever wanted. One more quarter of action left in this one, and then our Sunday night game of the week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 1 minute.
fries and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
A 2-point ball game. It's 77-75 as we get the fourth quarter underway here, and I feel a lot of stress in the building right now, and maybe that's because there's so much hanging on this game. It seems like that it will come down to this quarter. Remember, if Gainesville wins this game, they will have a game-and-a-half lead over the Winter Park Storm with 2 games to play. And if Gainesville loses, they're only a half a game over Winter Park with those 2 games to play. And if Gainesville loses and Tampa beats Claremont today, a shot hit there from the inside, and that will help to extend the Gainesville lead. Jabari Hayes has been on fire in this one. He's got 14 points. So Tampa could move into 4th place by half a game if Gainesville loses and Tampa wins. And a turnover by the Pride, and Craig St. Remy hit his right arm a little bit hard. 79-75, 11:42 left to go as they're going to take some time to wipe up the floor. So the Claremont Crocs coming into this next game have a record of 7-3 on the season.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable.
And they're now 4-6 on the season. They were, the Pride and the Tampa Gunners were one of the last 2 teams to not have a win going into 5 games through the season. And now Tampa has a chance at that 4th place spot.
Definitely, that little run they went on where they beat the Pride twice in a row really helped them in the standings. However, now they're going against the Crocs, one of the premier teams in this FBA league. So a complete 180 from the Pride. Not to say the Pride are not a solid organization, but they are definitely not the Crocs, and the record proves that. So going to be a tough task for Tampa in this one. However, this game that we're watching right now, the Pride.
Branch hits one mid-range. He's got 4 points, and now the lead only up to 2 for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks.
Jesse, the tensions are flaring. As soon as Branch knocked that shot down, he stared Jaquan Whitley down. It is mano y mano, those 2 playing their own little game within the game.
Ford, the bounce pass down low. A block by Hayes at the right block. And here's Anthony Young. He'll push ahead. Johnson with the reverse. It's good. The lead back to Ford. Johnson with 8 points.
Love how the tensions are rising. You can feel it in the air. These guys know what they're playing for.
Ford wrapped up.
Only a 4-point lead going into crunch time. Wow. That's how you start the 4th quarter.
St. Remy is up top. Now Branch up, and he's blocked by Johnson, tipped around, and here's Anthony Young now going the other way.
He's good for at least 1.
Whitley, Demirovich, the pass back out to Anthony Young, guarded by Ford. Young in Ford's face. Daniels the rebound. Aubrey Daniels going left, and he's fouled from behind by Anthony Young. Wow.
And you see the frustration on that last possession. Edin Demirovich wanted that 1 extra pass. He wanted him to pass up the good shot for the great shot, but did not get the ball. So interesting to see how that will unfurl coming down the stretch.
Ford inside. 10 minutes and 16 seconds left to play. St. Remy catch and shoot 3. Good!
Wow. This Pride team is hooping right now. 80 points, and this is very close to their average.
Whitley couldn't make the one right back. Johnson wanted to get the rebound, but it was taken away by Ford. St. Remy. It goes out off of the Mighty Oaks.
That's interesting. Just off the angles and and things like that. I didn't necessarily take trigonometry at Jer Bear Academy, but
Hey, that was one of the classes I got an A in.
yeah, see, that was my turn to go out. You know, I had to have a day off somewhere.
You had a date.
Yeah,
what are you talking
yeah,
about? Day off,
you're right. You're right. I made time. I made time, but you know, scorching hot, babe. What am I supposed to do?
That's a good point.
Trigonometry, babe by the water. I had my priorities in order.
At least I know my angles.
What do you think about that last angle, where the ball was going and the angle Mighty Oaks should come in?
Well, you can't tell angles if you weren't even looking, so that's my defense. Daniels down inside. He couldn't bank it in for the chance at the lead. Johnson, Euro steps up with the right hand. It rolls in.
How about that angle on the Euro step? You know, I didn't take the class, but wow. To me, that was spectacular. Great job by Jonathan Johnson coming alive in the fourth quarter.
And the Mighty Oaks get a stop there.
And Coach Stallworth loves it, getting his guys fired up.
83 to 80. 9.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Johnson out to Hayes. Hayes looking down, going downhill, left side. Johnson for three. And it bounces out. So a 3-point game still. And like Alvin always says, it is a game of runs, but this one has especially been true for that.
Definitely. Everything's so hard to get. Buckets are hard to come by. Not a very low scoring game, but an uncharacteristically low scoring game for the Mighty Oaks.
And a foul by the Pride. That one goes against Aubrey Daniels. So the lineups for these two teams for the Pride, it's Branch, Ford, Harriet, St. Remy, and Daniels. For the Mighty Oaks, Young, Demirovich, and Young making it from the left elbow.
That's a good shot.
So it's Young, Demirovich,
Forgot the basketball.
Hayes, Doherty, and Whitley. Here's Hayes, down low, swatted away by Harriet. Good job by Kemar Harriet getting back.
Saving a basket, rim protection was on 10 for Harriet.
Demirovich, turnaround jumper with the right hand is no good. Hayes, the second chance, off the mark. Hayes ends up on the ground.
One thing I love about Hayes, his game developed as the season progressed. In the beginning of the season, he was primarily a defensive guy. Didn't necessarily hold the ball too much on offense. When he would get it, he'd dish it out as quickly as he got it. Now you start to see him put the ball on the ground. And as the season progressed, now he's attacking. He has an offensive mind. His defense is still as tenacious as ever. However, but that offense is catching up to the defense. You see him have a nice screensaver of a dunk. He got a technical call, but that's something that is a gray area in this league with the rules, but definitely just blossom offensively. You love to see it right now. A nice bucket and a chance to really give them a comfortable lead.
8.5 to go in the ball game. 2 team fouls for both of these teams. Hayes can't make the free throw.
And Hayes does so well for them defensively and is solid from the line, shooting about 64% from the stripe. Not great, but good.
Daniels going the other direction. A blocking foul.
Hustling hard, trying to track him down. Got a little too much contact.
So it'll take a sec to wipe up the floor. So the Pride are coming off a 96-76 loss against the Tampa Gunners. Craig St. Remy led the team in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and turnovers. He had 8 turnovers in that game, Alvin.
Wow. But with a stat line like that, it's just crazy. Like that, he had 17 rebounds. I think that's his first 17-point rebound game this season. A true double-double. Hustled on both ends.
24 points.
Yeah, definitely did his thing. Want to limit the turnovers, though.
3 assists, 2 blocks. And the Mighty Oaks coming off a win against the Brevard Bobcats, 103-121. Jonathan Johnson with 28 points in that one, but a very quiet 10 points in this one.
All coming seemingly in the second half.
Yeah. He had 2 points going into the second half of gameplay. Harriet. 8:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Harriet inside, lost it. And here comes Jabari Hayes. Hayes, the Euro step up with the right hand and banks it in.
Wow.
Hayes with 17 points. Now under 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. They lead by 8. Ford other side. And Ford with 10.
Cannot allow that to happen. You get a nice bucket on one end. You cannot have such porous defense on the interior on the other end.
Inside Demirovich. Whitley for 3. And he's left that one well short. A 6-point lead for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. Ford, Branch, a bullet down low to Harriet who puts it through. A 4-point game.
That's a great bucket, great look. Just an overall solid possession by the Pride.
Young up top. A screen from Demirovich as Young goes right. Now right down the middle. He takes it to Broadway.
That's a great lay and an even better call by the one and only Jesse Young.
Thank you. Anthony Young with 15 points. Ford, other side. He's fouled. A 6-point lead for Gainesville.
This is a real stressful situation if you're on the court. Both teams starting to pour it on offensively. Defense has just been left to the wayside.
Gainesville in a sprint for that 4th place spot. Ford from the line. His first one is good.
Ford does a solid job defensively. He's so aggressive. Forces them into about 2 steals per game for his team.
He's also a good free throw shooter. He's now got 12 points. Ford made all of his free throws last game, and he stayed true to that with this one. A 4-point lead. Back for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. Young up top, guarded by Daniels from St. Thomas. And a foul on the defense. Four team fouls on the Gainesville Mighty Oaks, 3 on the Pride. Demirovich, guarded by St. Remy, out to Whitley. Whitley had Demirovich open in the left corner, couldn't get it to him fast enough. Whitley will line up for 3. Good! Whitley from downtown.
That is a huge tray ball. My apologies, tree ball for the Mighty Oaks.
Daniels back out beyond the arc. St. Remy. The bounce pass down to the left block. Out to Ford for 3. And a good job for the rebound there. Daniels again. Demirovich the rebound. Here's Whitley pressing in traffic. Left side with the left hand. It's good. He kisses it off the glass and in. The lead up to 9 for Gainesville.
Great job contorting his body. Jared Doherty, a true acrobat on that last bucket. 95-86. Under halfway left to go in the fourth quarter. Ford, the behind the back pass to Daniels, out to Mitchell. And Mitchell left that one short. We'll call it a pass. Daniels fouled down low and made the shot. Now that's 5 team fouls on the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. So the Pride are in the bonus the rest of the fourth quarter with 5.5 minutes to play. That's a long time, Alvin. Definitely. So now the Mighty Oaks, you're in a predicament because you cannot allow this game to get that much closer because you lose the advantage in free throws. So every foul they could shoot, and they're not terrible from the line. They shoot about 60%, not good, but not terrible either.
4 personal fouls on Joquan Whitley. So here's Daniels now from the line with 11 points already. Shooting the one-on-one. And he made it. 12 points for Aubrey Daniels. A 6-point lead for the Mighty Oaks. Hayes on the near side. Zone defense by the Pride. Now they shift into man. The bullet down low. Doherty couldn't make the layup. And Mitchell the rebound. St. Remy lost the handle of it. He had an open basket down low. And a turnover. You hate to see that on a fast break, too.
You hate to see that easy 2 points. Now, not only took the momentum away, now can push you further down this rabbit hole.
Whitley, a screen by Demirovic. Whitley right up top again. Foul out beyond the arc by Person.
Wow.
Like you would say, Alvin, you don't foul 3-point shooters.
Cannot be done. You do not want to give a guy 3 chances at the stripe, especially when they do pretty well from the line like Joquan Whitley. Can't say his specific numbers, but we'll let you know that he is pretty solid from that region. I can't even say that. You say anything? Okay, I get it. I understand our powers. Now we're starting to chip away at what we can do and what we can't do.
So Whitley didn't shoot any free throws in their last game. And the second one is good. Jonathan Johnson checking back in for Eden Demirovic.
And with Jonathan Johnson coming in, that's sure points for the Mighty Oaks.
Whitley hits 2 of the 3. He's now got 16. Getting close to his season high. 97-89. Ford left wing. Now gives it up to Daniels. Back left to Mitchell, and Mitchell will shoot it over Doherty, and he'll hit.
Very unorthodox shot. Stopped on a dime to let that thing go and knocked it down. That's a huge crunch time shot for Aaron Mitchell.
4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Johnson right side fouled. Wow. (97-91). 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. A 6-point lead for the Mighty Oaks. Here's Johnson from the line. And that first one is good.
Jonathan Johnson, cannot talk enough about him. The former Bethune-Cookman Wildcat. Love to see a guy out of an HBCU do so well in the FBA.
His second one just rims out. He's only got 11. A 7-point lead for Gainesville. Ford up top, guarded by Doherty. And he lost it. The steal by Hayes. Hayes with a 3-on-1. Doherty to Johnson underneath. And he gets by St. Remy.
And that's what you love to see. Defense turning into offense.
Daniels from the right side. It's good. It's a 2. So Anthony Young having a conversation with Mike Rivera. So a few Arguments being had here with Mike Rivera between Joquan Willie and Anthony Young. And a technical called. So let's listen to Reggie Bush now.
It's going to be a technical foul on blue number 10, unsportsmanlike conduct.
So it does go against Anthony Young.
You hate to see that if you're the Mighty Oaks, but you love to see it if you're the Pride.
Now a 6-point lead. Alex Ford kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Beverly. He'll bait you into saying something and draw, you know, the raw emotion of basketball out of you.
100%. That is a great take.
Young, the pass ahead to Whitley. Whitley down low. Hayes underneath the basket. Back up top. Johnson. One step in. Free throw. Stripe extended. It's good.
Tickles the twine on that one. Great job by Jonathan Johnson, turning down the 3 and getting an even better shot.
Lead back to 8. Daniels out beyond the arc with a screen from Person. Now Daniels steps back, pumps a 3. Fouled out beyond the arc.
Cannot foul three-point shooters. We're seeing a lot more of these calls being made throughout the course of this game, especially in crunch time.
It's the 4th foul on Johnson. Daniel shooting 3. 102-94 is the score. So we think.
For now.
Free throws up and coming. Daniels can knock him down with the best of them. Our Sunday night game of the week features the Tampa Gunners visiting the Claremont Crocs, and the Claremont Crocs need another win or 2 to secure their spot in the playoffs. They need one more win to secure their spot in the playoffs. So if they win tonight, they are in. Aubrey Daniels knocking a couple of those down. 102-96 lead back to 6. Young to Hayes. Now Hayes to the left side. Johnson. Here's Anthony Young with 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Gives it up. Johnson, the fadeaway. And Person, the rebound, going the other direction.
That was good ball movement, just not unable to get that shot to go.
Ford for 3, hits good! They trail by 3. Alex Ford, Willie's team back into the game. 10 of his 15 points were in the 4th quarter.
We've seen this heroism in his previous outings before. Alex Ford is a bona fide bucket.
Johnson fouled, and he made the shot.
Nice and one opportunity. Jonathan Johnson, a true star for this Mighty Oak team, doing it once again, starting to creep up in that points per game.
He's top 5 in the FBA.
And he does it so efficiently. He's exciting to watch. And does it on both ends.
Hayes, the rebound. Hayes, left side. Long 2. Hayes, the rebound, and Hayes fouled again.
That is an even better job of staying with it, staying aggressive on that glass, and getting right back to the strike.
104-99. Hayes at the line with a chance to extend. Man, you gotta love the effort of the Pride, though, in this ball game. Even though you don't have a chance of making the playoffs this year, you're still trying to take other people's playoff chances away.
Fighting tooth and nail to be a thorn in their side. And I really like that. They're building for next year. They're trying to figure out what will work and trying to figure out what guys are going to step up to the big moment.
Hayes makes the second one. Hayes with 18 points. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. 105 to 99. Up top for it again. And that one's off to the right. Branch the rebound. Branch one dribble left. He hits the mid-range.
And he is coming alive. That mid-range is patented for him.
Hayes down low, pulls up, and it gets bounced in by Johnson from the left side.
Mr. Johnson, aggressive on the glass, doing what he does best.
Daniels spinning, throws it up off the glass, it banks in.
What a bucket.
107 to 103, a minute and 41 to play in the ball game. It's a 4-point difference. And another technical.
White Pride, number 2. I'm gonna shoot the free throw here, and I'm gonna take it outside.
That is huge if you're the Pride.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed it.
Me too.
I missed what caused the technical, or what was the reason.
Upset about the no calls is what our fantastic director, Brandon Parham, just whispered in my ear. He's doing a great job today for us.
He's tuned in. He is tuned in, ready to go, and that's why he's so great.
108 to 103, a 5-point game. A minute 30 left to go. Young, foul going down low.
Utilizing that crab dribble, that infamous crab dribble, forcing guys on your back and just stopping on the dime, forcing them to run you over. Guys will never like it, but all good refs will call that call.
Fouled by Ford. We'll have a few words with Coach Stallworth. Anthony Young making his first one.
Coach Stallworth loving the pressure the Pride has been putting on.
Second one doesn't go in, still a 6-point game. Very doable in a minute and a half. St. Remy way downtown. And Ford, a big rebound there for them. He'll step back and pump a 3. That's an air ball. 2 ill-advised shots there by the Pride. Here's Hayes down low, swiped away. Off of the Pride last. So the Pride get the ball back. Down by 6, a minute 14 exactly left to go. Both teams in the bonus. Alvin, what do you do here? You need 6 points. Take a couple of 3s, take a couple of 2s as fast as you can.
You got a lot of time, so your priority should be defense and getting good looks. You got to stop them from scoring, but you need to put points on the board. You got to be aggressive. The goal would be to get an and one. If you get a wide open 3, of course, but you don't want to force 3 because you have a lot of time. As long as you stop them and you play stout defense, you have a chance.
Minute 14 to go as we take a timeout on the floor. 109 to 103. This game coming down to the wire. So stick with us. We'll be back in 55 seconds. It's the final minute and 14 seconds left in the ball game. 109 to 103 is the score. Alvin, your takes on what you think the Pride are going to do here?
I'm hoping that they play inside out, move the basketball. You have a lot of time. You just need to score the basketball.
Ford beyond the arc, now dribbles in. This is their guy up with the left hand. He's fouled.
And Alex Ford just upset he was not able to get that to fall. But that's exactly what you want. A nice look at the basket. You get a foul. Now you're in the bonus as well. So just stout basketball. Now you have to play some phenomenal defense. This has to be your best defensive possession that you've played all game.
Can he make the critical free throws?
You got those Kobe Bryant's on, he better.
And the good part about this is it stops the clock too, so they still have a lot of time to work with.
Definitely, just getting buckets right now. Trying to make it a one-possession game.
And the second one is good. 4-point lead for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. The Pride need a stop here. 1 minute left in regulation. Johnson to the left. Hayes, Johnson spinning. He traveled. That's the stop the Pride needed. Now they still have 53 seconds to work with. You go down and get a 2 for 1?
Definitely you get another bucket. You got so much time. You get a bucket right now, you force another turnover, you could win this game without doing anything uncharacteristic. Get a good look, get a bucket.
Daniels going down the left lane, passes out to Branch, and Branch pump fakes, comes to a stop. Daniels a big rebound, blocked by Hayes, and the second one goes in. It's a 2-point game.
That's how you do it. Aubrey Daniels staying with that ball and getting it to go in, but great effort by Jabari Hayes.
Daniels with 21, ahead to Johnson. Johnson! And a timeout taken by the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. They were coming ahead. 30.9 seconds left to go, 109 to 107. It was close to that 8-second mark to get the ball across the half-court line. So that would have been crazy. That would have been a turnover that the Pride needed.
Definitely a great job pressuring the ball carriers by the Pride, but even better job by Coach A.J. Stallworth being tuned in and knowing that they're not going to cross that plane, the timeline, in enough time. So call that timeout, get his guys together. If that's something he struggled with early on in the year, and that's just calling the timeout at the right moment, and right there being on top of it, learning from his previous mistakes and making that timeout. That's a huge call by Coach AJ and the Mighty Oak team, which would really be huge. If they get a bucket here, that could definitely be probably the call of the game.
So the Pride have to know here that because the timeout happened, that Gainesville has to inbound the ball into the front court.
Definitely, so it changes a lot for you. However, you only have 16 seconds on the shot clock, so you still have a chance of playing some stout defense.
Doherty, here comes the inbound. He finds Hayes. Hayes on the left side. Shoes off Daniels. Fades away and hits the shot from the mid-range.
That is a big-time play from a big-time player. Jabari Hayes with the fader in crunch time when they need it the most.
24.7 seconds left to go. Jabari Hayes now with 20 points. He is the leading scorer for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks. This is his season high as well in points, 111 to 107. So Alvin, you have just...
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea.
Now you gotta pray for some divine intervention. You definitely have enough time to win this ball game, but now your shots have to start falling, and you need to force turnovers. You cannot allow 24 seconds to go by anymore. You need to get a turnover.
Functionality, but there's also performance, accessibility, and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs
Daniels, Ford, Branch, Mitchell, and St. Remy in for the Pride, and for the Gainesville Mighty Oaks, Young, Doherty, Hayes, Johnson, and Whitley. The inbound to Ford. A 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ford out to St. Remy, who takes a long three. Good! St. Remy hits the three. It's a 1 point game.
I never would have thought that shot would have failed. Drake St. Remy, big time bucket.
Young. And now Joquan Whitley is fouled with 12.4 left on the game clock.
How about that shot by Greg St. Remy, knocking down a trifecta when his team needs it the most. Now only a 1 point game with 12 seconds left on the clock. Greg St. Remy with arguably the biggest shot of his career.
St. Remy shooting 26% from beyond the arc, but we throw that out the window.
Wow.
That one was good. And now it's a 1 point game. Joquan Whitley to the line.
Big time players make big time plays. Greg St. Remy averaging a double-double for his team, doing it right there.
That one bounces in for Joquan Whitley.
Giving him a little bit of cushion. These are rush time free throws. A lot of pressure for Joquan Whitley. Let's see if he can manage it.
Whitley's second one is off the mark. 11.7 left to go. 112 to 110.
Wow.
The Pride, do they go for the win here and take a three? Or do you go in and take a two and hope for overtime, Malvin?
I think you just keep playing basketball the way that they've been playing. You attack, you want to get the two because that's the surefire way. But if you get a great look and guys are knocking down shots, you take it. But it's a risk versus reward. You can go into overtime or you can win the game right here.
Wow. I can't believe we just said that. Say, wow. I think we're just always on the same page.
Yeah, we're tuned in.
Yeah.
That's just a bucket by Greg St. Remy. I was just about to say that was ill-advised because it was contested. But
yeah, very contested.
When you're on the court and you have that feeling, you have that, you're in the zone, there's something that clicks, you just know. And when you know, you got to take it.
And he was 2 or 3 feet back from the arc, too.
And he's not one of the prolific three-point shooters on this team, but he's a clutch player. That's what we just saw. His clutch gene has been activated. Taking a shot like that and knocking it down when his team needs it, that is a big-time player. I cannot speak enough about that shot. Wow. Former Weber International Warrior out of Kissimmee, Florida, Greg St. Remy just balled out on that shot.
So the only thing the Pride can't do here is turn the ball over.
Wow, they turned the ball over this game.
They average 20 turnovers a game.
To 15 assists, well, really 16 assists. So that's definitely not uncharacteristic, but wow. They played so hard, so well this game. You want to see them cap it off.
112 to 110. St. Remy to inbound from the far side.
And you see Coach A.J. Stallworth is sitting down.
That's uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic. There's nothing you could do but just really trust in your guys and that they were going to execute the game plan as you coached all week.
What if you're the Gainesville Mighty Oaks and you foul here?
You could do that. That would be something that, especially, it would be safer.
The Pride shoots 60% from the free throw line as a team.
If you made that three, if you're up three, that'd be the safest thing to do.
And they foul immediately. Joquan Whitley's 5th personal foul of the ball game.
That is huge.
It could, if it was a dead ball, that's 2 shots and the ball back. And Daniels from the line.
Wow.
That could be costly.
So now they get the ball back after this shot.
Daniels makes the second one. It's all tied up. 11.7 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter.
How about this ball game we're seeing, Jesse? Both teams just playing well in crunch time, but a costly foul for the Mighty Oaks. And the Pride did a fantastic job of knocking those shots down. Aubrey Daniels, their true superstar. Wow. There's just... I have no idea what it is. I thought it was Atlantic Airplane. Is that a common foul on the inbound?
So Gainesville does get the ball back here. And they just need to make a basket.
And on this, the last time they're in a situation like this, Anthony Young had a crazy buzzer beater from beyond the arc. But that heroicism isn't needed in this. The heroics, all you need is just a basket. It could be a foul because you're in the bonus. It could anything. And just driving to the lane, getting a foul, and knocking down a free throw could work.
So if that foul would have been half a second earlier, it would have been the possession back for the Pride. But here's the Mighty Oaks. 8 seconds left to go. Anthony Young with the rock in his hands. He's known to hit these game winners. Down low. Johnson for the win. Puts it through. St. Remy desperation heave from half court. It doesn't go. And Gainesville wins a nail biter. 114 to 112. An unbelievable finish. And now Gainesville with the win move to a game-and-a-half lead on the Winter Park Storm. But the Tampa Gunners are making up some room. Alvin, who is your player of the game?
Wow, that's a tough one because I love how Jonathan Johnson came alive in the fourth quarter. I love how Anthony Young played this whole game, but I have to give it to Jabari Hayes. He just was stellar on offense and defense, had a couple highlight plays, just played the game of his life and really willed his team to victory.
Yeah, you know, think about the last possession. Who did Stallworth draw it up for? Young to Johnson. That's been their story all season. And now their lead is a game and a half over the Winter Park Storm. Sole possession of fourth place in the FBA. Well, our Sunday night game of the week is coming up in just a second. The Claremont Crocs and the Tampa Gunners. Another game you don't want to miss. Both games to start off the day came down to the last quarter, and this one should be no different. So stick with us. A lot more fun basketball on the way in just a second.